What's going on, y'all? It's Rekka with Rekka Racing. First video on YouTube. This video, we're gonna take a 2005 Kawasaki 636 from street to track ready. There she is. So here's what we're gonna do to it. As you can tell, it's stretched out, so we gotta get that off of there. Bring it back to stock. The front's lowered, the back's lowered. The exhaust needs to be rewrapped. Gotta get all that in there. You can see up here. That needs to be replaced. That's the master cylinder for the front brake. That's gotta go, gotta be replaced with a decent brake line. We gotta do the valve cover on it because it has an oil leak. Actually, pretty damn bad. You can see in there, there's a lot of oil down there. So get it on the track, you can't have any oil leaks or anything like that. You can see the kickstand, super short. Look at that gangster lean. That bike is leaning hard, so we gotta change the kickstand on that as well. There's a few other things I want to do to it. See under here. Nice little chop top job. So with all that said, we're gonna start taking the fairings apart. We're gonna do a quick time lapse on that. Let's get it done. So far we got the fairings taken off the bike. We got the bike washed. It's not looking too bad. Just want to get all that old oil off of it, you know? This way we can get it cleaned up. Definitely spent some time cleaning the radiator. One thing I definitely want to do is get this gauge redone, change the LEDs in it so it doesn't just look boring and brown. Probably gonna get some colors in there. See if I do a video on that as well. So now we're gonna pull the gas out of the tank, get that into a container, get the valve cover off so we can change the valve cover gasket. Let's go ahead and get the gas tank off. We gotta pull this bolt. I'm just gonna make it a bit looser right now. And we gotta take this one up front, 4mm. And now there's another bolt on the side. So with with that off. Now the entire tank can come off with a few disconnections in the bottom. So we gotta pull this airbox off. Pretty simple. You got a 10mm bolt here, and there's 4 3mm Allens you gotta take off. There you go, throttle body out. So we're gonna take the valve cover off now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10mm bolts, and it comes right out. Before I do that, I'll pull the plugs out to make it easier. Now the cover goes on. Straight down. If you look at these bolts, they have a collar on it. It helps center where the valve cover needs to be set. So you just want to put it on like finger tight first, all the way around. So according to the service manuals, these got to be torqued down to 87 inch-pounds. So I'm just do centers and then crisscross. Now we're gonna get these plugs, tighten them down. So we can torque all of these down to 9.5 foot-pounds or 113 inch-pounds. Cool, so let's take these out. I'm gonna put a very tiny little bit of grease around here. One is to get the throttle body back in here easily. 2, it makes a nice tight connection with no air leaks. Rock it back and forth until it seats properly. Boom, and you feel like a little click as it goes in. So let's get the rest of these wires connected here. Pretty much almost done. Connect your fuel line. And once you put it over it, same concept, just rock it back and forth till it sits in place. Now we're gonna tighten back the 4 3mm bolts down here. Alright, so we got the airbox done. Time to get this tank back on. Cool, so now we got it all put back together, tank is on. Let's do a quick test start, see if it turns on.